Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Diane Hutchinson has discovered the truth about her estranged husband Tony's new romance in Hollyoaks. It was recently revealed that Tony has started dating Diane's close friend Marie Fielding, with his son Ro having discovered this secret romance in recent weeks. The new couple had doubts about their relationship in Monday's, October 21, episode, when Tony appeared uncomfortable kissing Marie during a private moment. Marie was worried whether her new boyfriend saw her as a rebound from his divorce, so Tony tried to make things right with a romantic tea date. Best streaming services 2024, including Disney+, Netflix, iPlayer, and Apple TV+. The chemistry was apparent as the two shared a few cuppas, though they were nearly caught out when Diane returned home earlier than expected. Marie even had to hide so that Diane wouldn't find her. However, Diane soon spotted a pair of earrings on the table and realized Tony must be seeing someone new. She interrogated her estranged husband, with Tony confessing he was dating again. He ultimately lied that his date was with nobody that Diane knew. Marie was able to slide out undetected. Later, she tried comforting Diane at the dog, only for Leela to ask whether she'd left her earrings behind. Diane jumped to conclusions by accusing Leela of seeing Tony behind her back. After she questioned whether Tony is the father of Leela's unborn child, Marie had to come clean. Marie admitted she borrowed Leela's earrings for her date with Tony. Diane then lashed out at Marie, accusing her of stealing Tony after all of the deep conversations they'd shared. "You are one lying little snake," Diane seethed. Earlier this month, Hollyoaks star Rita Simons told Inside Soap that Marie 100% feels guilty about seeing Tony behind Diane's back. Diane and Marie are really good mates, but it's obvious that Marie and Tony have feelings for each other. "It's a really weird, sticky situation," she said. "I think as the audience keep watching, they'll see Marie feels awful. She's wanted happiness her whole life and had never had a man treating her right. All of a sudden, this guy is treating her." In Hollyoaks, nothing stays hidden for long, and secrets have a way of surfacing at the most inconvenient times. Diane Hutchinson, played by Alex Fletcher, is no stranger to drama, having survived numerous storms in the village, from family tragedies to relationship heartbreaks. But the latest bombshell she's about to face might be one of the most personal and painful yet: learning the truth about Tony's new romance. Tony Hutchinson, played by Nick Pickard, has long been at the heart of Hollyoaks, navigating a complicated life filled with love, loss, and no shortage of village intrigue. After years of ups and downs in his relationship with Diane, the two had seemed to settle into a comfortable, albeit sometimes tense, coexistence. But with Tony now embarking on a surprising new romance, Diane is set to have her world turned upside down once again. The calm before the storm. For a while, it seemed like Tony and Diane might finally find peace after everything they'd been through. Their relationship has been tested time and time again, whether it was Tony's affair with Sinead, Diane's battle with OCD, or the heartache they endured over their children. Through it all, their connection endured, but something in recent months felt different. Subtle distance grew between them, unnoticed at first, but slowly becoming impossible to ignore. Diane, ever the determined and loyal wife, had been trying to rebuild their bond, especially for the sake of their family. She believed that their love was strong enough to withstand anything, despite the cracks that had appeared over time. But as is often the case in Hollyoaks, the calm was only a prelude to the inevitable storm. Tony's new romance. While Diane was holding on to hope, Tony was drifting further away. The once stable landlord of the hutch had found himself caught in an unexpected entanglement with newcomer Marie, played by Rita Simons. Marie, with her sharp tongue, fierce independence, and hidden vulnerability, had initially seemed like an unlikely match for Tony, but their chemistry quickly became undeniable. What started as a few flirtatious exchanges had blossomed into something far more serious. Marie's presence in Tony's life reignited a spark he hadn't felt in years. Unlike his tumultuous relationship with Diane, which was weighed down by years of history and baggage, his connection with Marie was fresh, exciting, and uncomplicated, or so Tony thought. He convinced himself that what he was feeling was a second chance at happiness, and for a time, he managed to keep his affair under wraps. But as anyone in Hollyoaks knows, secrets don't stay buried for long. The moment Diane learns the truth about Tony's new romance is nothing short of devastating. It happens in typical Hollyoaks fashion, by accident. Diane, always trying to make things work, plans a surprise romantic evening for Tony, hoping to rekindle their fading connection. But her plans are thwarted when she overhears a hushed conversation between Tony and Marie that leaves no room for doubt. Diane's heart sinks as the realization hits her. Her worst fears are confirmed. Tony has moved on, and worse, he's been keeping it from her. The emotional fallout is immediate. Diane, always so composed and strong, finds herself struggling to maintain control as the weight of Tony's betrayal crashes down on her. The hurt is not just about the affair itself, but the sheer dishonesty of it all. After everything they've been through, the fights, the reconciliations, the shared grief, Tony has chosen someone else. The confrontation. What follows is a scene that Hollyoaks fans will be talking about for weeks. Diane, fueled by a mix of heartache and fury, confronts Tony in an explosive showdown. Her voice trembles with a mixture of anger and sadness as she demands answers. "How long, Tony? How long have you been lying to me?" she asks, her eyes filled with tears. "After everything, this is how you repay me?" Tony, guilt-stricken and caught off guard, struggles to find the right words. He knows there's no justification that will ease the pain he's caused. "I didn't mean for it to happen," he admits. It just did." But Diane isn't having any of it. Years of pent-up frustration and disappointment spill out as she lashes out, not just at Tony, but at herself for not seeing the signs sooner. "I stood by you through everything. I believed in you, in us, even when it wasn't easy. And now this." The confrontation is raw, emotional, and gut-wrenching, showing the depth of the damage that's been done. It's not just the betrayal of the affair. It's the crumbling of the foundation of trust that Diane had believed would always hold them together. What happens next? Diane's discovery of Tony's new romance sets off a chain reaction that will ripple through Hollyoaks in the coming weeks. Her devastation is palpable, but so is her anger, and fans know that Diane isn't one to back down easily. This betrayal could be the final nail in the coffin for her and Tony's relationship, or it could be the catalyst for something unexpected. Marie, too, is thrust into the spotlight. She's not just the other woman. She's a complex character with her own motivations and feelings. How she handles the fallout from Diane's discovery will shape her future in the village, especially as she faces the wrath of a woman scorned. For Tony, the choices ahead are agonizing. He's torn between the history and family he shares with Diane and the new, thrilling connection he's found with Marie. But as the dust settles, Tony will have to face the consequences of his actions and decide what kind of man he wants to be moving forward. The fallout. As the news of Tony's affair spreads, the entire village becomes embroiled in the drama. Friends take sides, and whispers fill the air as everyone watches to see how Diane will handle the betrayal. Will she fight to keep her marriage intact, or will she finally walk away from the man who has hurt her so deeply? One thing is certain, the repercussions of Tony's affair will reverberate through Hollyoaks for months to come, changing lives and relationships in ways no one could have anticipated. And as always, the twists and turns of the story will keep fans on the edge of their seats, wondering what's next for Diane, Tony, and the village they call home. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.